You've probably already seen a ton of coverage on the upcoming Qk100 by QWERTY. But have you seen it built with all the plates and foams though? But before we get into that, we're gonna have to go over a few details about the Qk100 first. The Qk100 is a product that combines innovation and unprecedented customization. Starting off with the all CNC'd aluminum case, the Qk100 impresses with a whopping 12 color options. 12! Including 7 E-coded and 5 anodized variants. This palette of colors ensures that there's a Qk100 for every aesthetic preference. Not to mention the additional 12 choices for the weight, ranging from a mirrored PVD stainless steel to the ice crystal aluminum from the Qk80. They are also including a new synth weight, sporting a new surface treatment technique that creates a hidden texture that changes with the viewing angle. But the customization doesn't end here. Oh no. The Qk100 introduces a LCD screen that supports various functions like GIF animations, the time, and wireless connection status. Paired with 15 available options for the screen bezel and the choice of the Qk100 logo, a retro computer-like logo, and a cat? Nice. I'm allergic. Note, you will need one of the tri-mode PCB options if you want to use the screen. Its aesthetic appeal extends to the bottom case with a mountain-shaped engraving and a camping-themed laser carving on the internal weight, both making a charming nod to nature lovers and reminding them they are not in nature and instead at a desk. The Qk100 also comes with an innovative dual mounting system. This design feature supports both top mount and PCB gasket mount with adjustable hardness levels for the PCB gasket mount. There was a lot of builds. Qk100 also supports a plateless build with solder PCBs for those that want maximum flex. These different mounts will change the sound profile, so let's just get into those pretty quickly. Top mount can be configured 3 different ways, with using all the screws, half of them, then half of those. I would say there is a slight difference in typing feedback. I can't really explain this over the camera other than it being soft, medium, and hard. So you're just going to have to try these out. Each iteration doesn't really affect the sound too much. It does vary slightly, but in a vacuum, you're not really going to tell. So for the sake of this video not being an hour long and being repetitive, for top mount, I only went with the 6 mounting points versus the 14 that you can do. What's really going to sway your decision is whether or not you like a harder, softer, or medium feel with the top mount. Now as for gasket mount, the soft versus hard didn't really feel that different to me, but the sound definitely was different. The soft iteration of the gasket sounded more mushy. I would rather just go with the hard gasket version as the sound was cleaner, and they both were pretty soft in my opinion. And it gets even more interesting when switching out the flex cut PCB and the non-flex cut PCB. In terms of PCBs, the Qk100 also provides options for both per key flex cut, meaning there's a flex cut per key, not meaning per key RGB. That's a whole different thing. And then there's a non-flex cut PCB, both in wired and wireless, ANSI and ISO configurations, accommodating literally everyone's preferences. QWERTY has also upgraded its case foam and plate foam. Crafted from new materials, these foams are set to create a denser and more concentrated sound. The plate foam still seems to be Poron to me, so we'll take their word for that. But the case foam does look to be different. It kind of looks the same as the CR foam found in the Heracles 80. This was my preferred foam in the Heracles 80, as in that keyboard it maintained the most flex compared to just normal Poron and then the sponge foam I think they had. Furthermore, the Qk100 introduces the new carbon fiber plate. Oh yeah! They also retained the normal aluminum, PC, POM, and FR4. QWERTY will also be offering a switches and keycap bundle just like the Qk75 and 80, allowing users to choose their favorite keycap kit out of the 4 options. Unlike the prior releases where you were just stuck with the one included colorway, so that's kind of cool. This will be accompanied by the Qk01 switch. It's a very smooth, out-of-the-box switch. And further ado, more sound tests. This time we'll test out each of the foams, and then see what the PCBs sound like when it's non-flex cut versus flex cut. The first thing we're going to look at is the flex cut versus the non-flex cut. No surprises here, as the non-flex cut sounds a little more airier, but not bad by any means. QWERTY Keys definitely does flex cut better in this keyboard than most. And then I have some quick cuts on how each foam sounds in the keyboard. And then we'll do each plate configuration except palm. QWERTY Keys didn't send that one out. So what does it cost? The tentative pricing shows that the Qk100 will start around $150 without shipping, which is insane for what you're getting. 100 key layouts are known to be super expensive, mainly because of all the extra material. Just for comparison, the Windex 98 started at $320 bare bones. And if it is 150, that would be cheaper than Keychron's Q12. Now, don't get me wrong, for a fully kitted Qk100, you're probably going to be spending somewhere closer to the 200 to 220 range, especially if you want the expensive stainless steel weight, additional plates, keycaps, switch bundle, etc. But the fact that you can have this at around 150 is insane to me. The Qk100 is an embodiment of customization and innovation and thoughtful design. With its all CNC aluminum case, LCD screen, dual mounting system, and multiple options for personalization, setting the bar really high for others to follow. QWERTY Keys does it again. Another keyboard best in the books. Like and subscribe.